Hey, Laura, welcome back. Thank you for participating in this podcast series.
Oh, hey,
Your
she.
turn.
Thank you so much for having me back. It's great to be chatting with you again.
Yeah, it's been a while, right? You have been a busy
I've been
artist.
doing my best. Absolutely. Yeah, a lot has happened, I think.
Yes, yes. Um, oh, just congratulations on everything because I did the video making your announcement. And what did you win?
I won the Gold Award for International Female Single of the Year at the International Singer-Songwriter Association Awards.
Yay! I'm so happy. Bravo,
Thank you so
bravo.
much.
So I'm, I kind of like put it out there that I wanted you to come back and follow up and let us know what's going on, you know, how has this affected you and all of that other stuff. So let's get started. First, I'm so glad you have returned to fill me in on what's been happening since you won International Female Single of the Year. So how are you?
Yes. Just absolutely soaking it all in. It's been an amazing year. I did not at the beginning of the year think that I would win this award, so it's been a real fantastic roller coaster and a brilliant surprise and really exciting. So yeah, lots has been happening, as you say. I've been working on new music, which we might get to chat about a little bit later on. And yes, it's just been a really busy but really exciting year.
That's wonderful to hear. Um, are you still feeling the afterglow?
Definitely. I keep checking the award. So in my studio, I didn't when I built my studio, I didn't set up a shelf for awards. So I have nowhere to keep the award. I have to figure out where I'm going to put it. And so I just keep going and checking it just to make sure it's still there, it's real. And it's amazing just to keep going back to it. But yeah, absolutely still thrilled that I won, that we won as a team. And
Yes, definitely the
yes,
production team. Bravo.
absolutely.
Congratulations, guys. You did a really kick butt job. Wonderful. That's interesting that you brought up the award placement. You could put it out there for suggestions. Where should you put it? I know some celebrities do that. It's kind of crazy how they do that. It's like, where should I put my Golden Globe awards and stuff like that? And because I don't know, I think about where would I put something like that. I probably want to put it somewhere where I can just wake up in the morning and just look up and it's like
Yeah,
right there.
that would be so cool. I'd love to do that. So I'm gonna have to try and figure it out. Maybe, as you say, I should perhaps ask for crowd,
Yeah, you could do
sourced
that.
ideas.
Right. And I just me is like I'm waking up, I'm smiling, and I see the whatever the award is. Let's just say Oscar. I see my Oscar, and I'm like, yeah, see, I did that, so that's what I would be,
Mm,
thinking. But that's just me. But yeah, ask people, see what kind of suggestions you might get. A lot of funny
that's true.
suggestions, but that's okay. That's okay. Love people when they have a sense of humor. I just love it. Um, Next question is, so tell me what that whole process was like celebrating the ISSA awards show. I mean, were you business casual or were you dressed up?
It felt like the kind of occasion where maybe it would be good to dress up. So uh
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I went, I had a dress that I selected for the occasion, a big navy dress. And yeah,
Oh,
there's some pictures on my Instagram, but I loved it. It had this huge skirt, and it just felt very fitting for the awards occasion. So yeah,
yeah, yeah,
absolutely. Dressed up all the way, I would say.
yeah, yeah. Um, so how does one become a nominee? Like, what are the requirements?
The first step is to become a member of the International Singer-Songwriters Association. So it's
Mm-hmm.
free to join, which is great. And yeah,
Good.
you can go and become a member and find out all the different things that they do to support artists. And once you've done that, it's then just a case of looking out for nomination season and finding out all the different categories and the requirements and going from there really. So that's the key part first. Join and then keep your eyes peeled for nominations.
Well, yeah, it sounds pretty easy, and then they pretty much do all the legwork and organizing everything and getting everything together.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
they're fantastic in what they do for independent artists. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it's pretty organized, and that's pretty awesome to have that. Where how sometimes you have to go to different websites and you have to search this page and search that page and can't find your answers, and it sounds like it's a well organized organization. That's cool. Um, so the awards were held in Atlanta,
Mhm.
USA, but I understand you celebrated with your family in the UK this year. Was there a red carpet?
Yes. So I couldn't make
Cool.
it to Atlanta this year, but my family very kindly organized a celebration here in the UK, because I knew that I was a
Oh.
finalist. I obviously didn't know that I'd won, but I knew that I was a finalist in the International Female Single of the Year category. And so
Mm-hmm.
there was a red carpet at the awards show in Atlanta, and they had, press interviews and photos and things there. And my family very kindly set up a little red carpet for us as well for our party here in the UK. So
Oh,
we got
cool.
some family pictures on.
Gotta love family, right?
Exactly, yeah. So that was really great fun. So technically there was two red carpets. There was the official red carpet, and then there was our family red carpet as well, which was also very cool.
Oh, see, that's really awesome for the family to step up like that, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, it was lovely.
I mean, it's a special occasion, and then your family comes in and make you feel even more special, you know? Here's a question for like newbies, so they don't show up looking like, whatever. Um, do you think a good presentation is essential? Because other possible music opportunities might arise and you want to look your best.
It does help, I would say, when you're meeting people. And there's different ways to obviously meet people these days, particularly obviously if you're there in person, you want to make a good first impression, because all those things that people say about the music industry in terms of, a lot of it is based on networking and who you know. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are there in person, obviously having the ability to make a good first impression really helps. And of course these days the other way that you maybe get in contact with people or have a first interaction with them is over, social media or online. So having a good first impression there, putting out your best work, and presenting
Mm-hmm.
yourself is really important in that sense as well. So I would say yes, it's definitely a really good thing to think about, both in terms of in person and online.
Probably no flannel shirts,
I,
maybe.
I, uh,
I don't know.
yeah, I guess it might depend a little bit on genre as well and what's accepted within your genre. I mean,
Right.
if you make grunge music, probably a flannel shirt is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever suits the
Yeah, and
genre, right?
of course Ed Sheeran is obviously one of the biggest pop stars and loves flannel shirts. So I suppose it
Yes.
depends a little bit on your genre and who you are as an artist, but um, yeah, you probably want to think about those things as well as, what good presentation means in the context of maybe an award
Yeah.
show as well.
Yeah. And the music industry is so relaxed. So it probably would be fitting to wear what's in relation to the
Yes,
genre,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
if you watch the ISSA awards show, I think the recording is on YouTube, you'll see that there's some of the country musicians have got their boots and their, cowboy hats on and things like that. So there's obviously different
Mm-hmm.
things,
Mm-hmm.
as you say, for different genres. So yeah, good presentation depending on your genre maybe is a good way to go.
And a good another good point would be a good attitude.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I think that really helps, especially when you're trying to get to know people and you
Mm-hmm.
never quite know where those relationships are going to go and who you might work with in the future, or even in terms of like press or media and things like that, you just don't know. So yeah,
That's true.
it's always a good opportunity when you're meeting other people that are in the music industry.
Yeah. So smile and say
it,
hello.
it never hurts.
Yeah. So were there any performances when you were watching the award show? Were there any performances in between award announcements?
Yes. So there were live performances during the award show itself. So, as you say, in between the award announcements, and they had artists from all around the world. A couple of them that I can remember off the top of my head. So, there was an artist from Malaysia, and there was a
Mm,
singer-songwriter from Wales, which is here in the UK.
wow.
They also had artists that were scheduled to play at the pre-party and the after parties as well. So there were quite a
Mm-hmm.
lot of live performances built into the awards in various ways. So um, as I say, I think the recording of the award show itself is on YouTube, so you might be able to catch some of the performances there. And yeah, a lot of opportunities there for various artists. So it was very cool. It was really nice to see all these performances from all over the world because, how often do you get that opportunity? That's really cool.
Do you know were these all independent artists, or were any special celebrities or special guest celebrities showed up, or are these mainly
Yeah,
independents?
independent artists of all different levels as well. Some of them, very established, some of them, maybe more emerging
Oh,
artists. So
okay.
yeah, really it's really cool to see them all gathered there and get the opportunity to see them perform live.
Nice, nice. I just heard that your single that won the award is up for a Grammy consideration this year. Tell me
Yes,
more.
which is really exciting. Yeah, I know.
What? No, I have to do the long one. I have to go, what?
Perfect. I love it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's so exciting. So the song itself is called Early Days, and as you say,
Yes, early
that's it.
days.
And as you say, that's the one that won the International Female Single of the Year, and it's now up for consideration at this year's Grammys in the pop solo performance
What?
category. Yeah, so that's very cool.
Seriously, Laura, come on. How can you just say that so nonchalant? It's like,
I don't think it's quite sunk in
what?
yet, but it's incredibly exciting and it's very this is like brand new news as well. This is really fresh. I think yeah, it's still sinking in a little bit, but it's amazing. This year has just been incredible.
That's beautiful. Anyway, that is absolutely wonderful. Wow.
Thank you.
The Grammys. Were you even expecting that? No, right?
It's something I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the list, right? It was on the wish list
Mm.
of
Yeah, yeah,
goals
yeah,
that
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
had, but I didn't think that it would be this year. I thought maybe it might be a
Okay.
couple of years ahead at least.
Okay.
So to be able to achieve that this year is eh, yeah, beyond what I would have even dared to hope for at the beginning of this year. So it's really exciting.
Wow, that just blows my mind. I mean, really. I was not expecting that. Um so how does the voting process work for the Grammys?
So the first round of voting, which is what's happening at the minute, is basically to decide the top five finalists in each category. And those
Mm-hmm.
top five are the nominees that you see on TV at the award show. So
Mm-hmm.
the Recording Academy members will be voting for their choices in each category. And once they've got those top five in each category, there's then a second round of voting. And that decides
Mm-hmm.
the winners, basically, out of all the finalists.
Oh, so the second round actually decides the
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
winners.
So there's two stages to it.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Wow. Grammys. That's
And this
wow.
this is all new to me.
Um,
I've only just learned how all of this works as well.
I don't know. I don't know. I would be just screaming all around the house. So I'm just silly like that. I just love humor. So, um, me and my sister probably would be just screaming. I don't know.
Yeah, that there might have been some screaming. I thought
Good.
I thought I should rein that in for the podcast, but
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. What does it mean to you to have a song on the Grammy ballot?
I mean, it's
Are you proud? Basically, are you proud? Is your family proud?
yeah, it's the first time for me being up for Grammy consideration,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
obviously really excited. I'm finding it hard to put it into words. I don't know if you can tell the way I'm kind of just going. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hey, I'm. When you just, you know, when I found out, I couldn't speak either. So I was like, because I was just trying to get over the other award that
Yeah.
you won, the previous one, and now you talking Grammys to me. I'm like, get out of here.
Well, it's really exciting, of course, and I'm obviously really honored to be on the list for consideration with some
Right.
incredible artists. And as I say,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I've wanted to do for a few years now, and so it's just absolutely amazing to see my name on there this year and up for consideration. So yeah, very grateful.
Wonderful. So now you have a new release coming out. Tell us about it. What's it about?
I do indeed. My
Yay!
my new song "Rent Free" is it's a breakup song first and foremost, and
You said rent
rent free, yeah.
free. I love the title. I mean, listen to that title, rent free. I mean, that's pretty unique. For a breakup song, you're like you make it makes a person wanna listen to it like rent free, and it's a breakup. So what does rent have to do with a breakup? Because when I saw the title, I was like, oh, okay. So that draw me to it.
Ah,
So
great.
go ahead, continue,
Yeah.
continue,
Okay, so
continue.
the title comes from the first line of the chorus, and it's the last line of the chorus as well, actually. And it's "You're not living rent free in my head anymore." So
Oh, listen to that. Can you say that one
you're
more
not
time?
living rent free in my head anymore.
Oh, that's just awesome. I love it. I
So
love it.
it's about that feeling where you've reached a point where you're finally done with the relationship and you're moving on, you're not looking back. And
Mm-hmm.
my producer Becky Willard described it as the kind of song that you blast with the windows down. You know, it,
Yes.
it's definitely the
Yes.
rockiest song that we've made so far. It puts the rock in pop rock, I
Yeah.
would say. There's some great electric guitars in there, so it's yeah.
Yeah. I heard the preview, so it's really rocking. I like it. So it reminded me of a girl after a breakup, a girl
Mm.
power song. It's like, yeah, all the girls get together, or some people call it girl anthem
Mhm.
or whatever, and it just it makes you females feel empowered after such a breakup,
Yeah,
But I
it's
love it.
definitely got a bit of energy to it, hasn't it? So I love that about it.
Hmm.
It's definitely my favorite song that we've made so far. So I'm really excited that you love it as well. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love your work. I mean, it's what I love about your work is every individual song is not like the
Mm.
other. It's fresh, it's new, it's original. Like the title of a song, it's alluring. I mean, it draws the person in and make them want to know what is the song is about. So when you have individual I mean, to be a successful artist out there, you really got to bring the
Mm,
originality. And each track should have some kind of special sauce in it, and it should have something
hmm.
different,
Yeah.
to keep everyone engaged and want to come back. And they'll say, "Oh, Laura Musgrave got another jam out. I gotta listen to that." So you have that fire. You
Oh,
really
thank you so
do.
much. Yeah. I hope it encourages
Yeah.
people to go listen. Please do go listen.
Yes, everybody. I will put all the links everywhere, and so you can just go and listen. And please support Laura Musgrave because she is rocking. Next question. So, since we're talking
Mm,
about the new release, can you give like a step by step process on how the song was created and recorded? For example, lyrics, melody, and production.
sure. So I wrote the song with a fellow UK singer-songwriter by the name of Emma Gale, and Emma and I write together.
Emma, just wanted to
Oh,
give
you
her a
should.
shout out.
Absolutely. She's awesome. Yeah, Emma is brilliant. So we
Yes,
write together quite regularly, and Emma and I
nice,
we previously wrote my single Softest Words together, which
nice.
was a yeah, another song that really was about quite strong emotions, and so that's worth a listen as well. We had a
Okay.
slightly longer writing process for this song. I think we ended up with maybe 3 or 4 rounds of rewrites. Um,
Well, that's cool. I
yeah,
mean,
we took
yeah,
our time with it. We sort of wanted to get it right.
yeah. I actually recommend that.
Mm,
Take your time when you got a feeling that this might be a hit. Just take your
yeah,
time with it.
yeah. There's no rush, right? And
Right,
I
right.
think between the two of us, we really wanted to make sure it was the best we could possibly make it. So we spent
Yeah,
a bit of
yeah.
time.
And you said you had four
I
rewrites,
think so.
right? Something like that. That's better than writer's block. So that means you guys were really being like
Yes,
progressive.
yeah. So we started
Yeah.
off with the lyrics. We started off writing sort of part of the lyrics initially, and
Mhm. Mhm.
then we had the sort of skeleton of the drums in Logic, which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really cool because then we could start to get a little bit of a feel for the rhythm. And
Uh-huh.
we went through sort of stages then of sort of adding guitar chords and working on the vocal melody, finishing off the lyrics. And there
Mhm.
was a lot of refining and changing and tweaking here, there, and everywhere. But
Yeah.
we kind of basically got together this track that was essentially drums, guitar chords, and vocals. With obviously sort of the lyrics as well and the structure of the song. And from there, once we were happy with it, I recorded acoustic guitar and vocals for it.
Mm.
I was going to say, like, when you hear the final track, you can't hear as much of the acoustic guitar because it's very much, as I say, more rock based. So it's led a lot more by the electric guitars, which I love, but there is some acoustic guitar in there if you listen very carefully.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
what
yeah.
once we'd done that, it went to my producer Becky Willard, who fleshed out the track. She also added the backing
Mhm.
vocals.
Hey,
Yeah.
Becky. Just want to give
Oh,
her a
she's
shout
so
out.
awesome. Um,
Yeah, she is.
and she also she mixed the song as well. But
Yes.
she
Yes.
brought in a guitarist from the USA, Jordan Saucier.
Ah, that was my next question. Who is playing on this track? Drums, electric guitar, and
Mm,
so on.
yeah, so my contribution is the vocals and acoustic guitar. Jordan Saucier was electric guitars, so all the electric guitar work you can hear is by him. Becky added a whole ton of stuff. I couldn't even begin to tell you what she added to it, but loads of other bits and pieces, basically all the other instrumentation. And then we had Brandon Orshouse who mastered the track as well once Becky had mixed it. So quite a team effort, really. It was very cool
Yeah.
how it all came together.
Nice. Nice. So with your whole production team, you guys do well, obviously you do the music first, right? And then you add your vocals? Or you come in as they're going along and record vocals?
So I tend to record. So I tend to have drums and a guitar part, the rhythm guitar part, which in this case was acoustic, but sometimes it's electric. And I'll record my vocals, and then Becky will sort of basically build
Ah,
the rest of
okay.
it
Yeah.
around that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. That's what I was getting to.
Mm.
Cuz I know some people do the music first and then sing away,
Ah.
and do all the vocal overdubs and stuff like that. So I was just kind of getting an idea how you did it.
Mhm.
So, okay. So besides your songwriter collaborator, are you working on any other collaborations?
In terms of songwriting, I've almost always got collaborations happening, and
Mm-hmm.
they tend to be generally based around music for me as an artist. So there's always co-writes happening in that sense, and chances are you'll hear some of those next year in the music that I'm putting out. If not, there might even be one more this year, but certainly next year you'll be hearing more of from those. And so that tends to be where most of my collaborations are, because I'm generally most focused on writing for myself as an artist. I,
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy other kinds of songwriting. So, for example, like writing with other artists and writing for film and TV, but
Nice.
I don't have the time to do everything.
Right.
So
Yeah, I
you,
know that.
you
You're
know,
preaching to the choir, girl.
exactly. So I think that
Oh.
there comes a point where you have to almost sort of pick which area you're going to focus on. And for me at the moment, it's my artist music, which is the thing that I'm most passionate about. So I'm spending a lot of time on that. But who knows, in the future, maybe there'll be more writing
Yeah,
in other
you
areas.
brought up time. You
Mm.
brought up time, and I was like, what is that?
You know, right?
I mean, it's so foreign to me. Like, somebody said, take plenty breaks. And then
Mm.
I was like, great advice, but what is that?
It's so tough, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, but you do have to take breaks
It-
in mixing and everything else. So,
yeah,
breaks are good.
it's essential.
Um, are you currently working towards an MP? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me repeat this question. Are you currently working towards an EP? Do you have one out already?
I don't have one out at the moment. I put out 4 singles last year, and then
Mm-hmm.
I've got a new song coming out. Um,
Well, you're close because an EP is like 4 to 6 songs. So,
exactly right. So there's probably an
yeah,
EP's worth of material out there, right? But
yeah.
there's more songs to come as well. So I there may well be an EP in the future.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, it's just the singles, but there's plenty of them. So please do
Yeah.
go listen to them. Um,
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm going to direct everybody to go
yeah,
listen to your music.
thank you. Yeah, so
Oh, no problem.
there will be more to come, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying writing and recording, so that there will undoubtedly be more music to come.
Okay, I have a fun question.
Mm.
Is there a celebrity artist? Let me do this again. Is there a celebrity artist or band you would love to collaborate with?
Oh wow, how do you even begin to answer this question? Can't believe you've asked me this. There are so many.
Oh, wow.
I d-
Like, do you have one like I dream to sing with this person, to play with this person, to be a part of his or her band?
there's so many. There are so
Take your
many.
time. Take your time.
Oh,
I got all night.
thank goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, the some of my sort of earliest influences and my core influences I would
Hmm.
absolutely love to sing or write with, and I talk about them quite a lot. But people like Tori Amos or Alanis
Yeah.
Morissette.
Oh yeah.
I I don't even know what I would say to them, but that would be incredible. Um, a recent artist that I've really been enjoying is Cassidy Pope. Um,
Okay.
so she recently collaborated with a newer independent artist called Taylor Acorn on a rock song called Coma, which was very cool. And I
Nice.
think they've just hit a million streams on Spotify. They've done really well with it.
Really?
Yeah, they've done a great
Yeah.
job.
Wonderful.
I
Congratulations.
know they're so cool. Um, so the thing that I like about Cassidy is she started off in a rock band years ago called Hey Monday. She went
Mm-hmm.
into country music as a sort of singer-songwriter for several years, and she's reinvented herself again, and she's now back in sort of pop rock territory as a singer-songwriter, maybe even into
Nice.
rock. So I'm quite intrigued by her songwriting process. So she would be on my list of people I would say that I'd like to work with.
Okay. Anybody else? Or you're okay right now?
I mean, if I start telling you more, I'm
Oh no.
the list will not stop. You'll be sat there looking at your watch, going, "Come on, I gotta go."
All right, all right. I was just, teasing you. Um, I know what you mean though, because um, when I get asked that question, I was like, if they ask me my favorite artist, I'll say Janet Jackson.
Mm.
And they say, who would you like to work with? I'll say Janet Jackson. Just putting it out there, Janet.
Yeah, let her know. Come on, Janet.
um, so, so this brings me to the next question. When something is working for you, should you always stick with the same production team musicians?
I think this is really quite an interesting one because it probably depends on where that artist is looking to go with
Mm-hmm.
their music career. So in general, obviously if it's working, then I would say maybe
If we have a saying here in the U.S., if it ain't broke, you know.
yeah, exactly. That's probably a good way to look at it. So, if it's working, keep going. If it ain't broke, you know, don't fix it or you
Right,
know.
exactly.
Um
That's our saying here.
yeah, yeah. And I see artists that have got such a great relationship with their production team, and that's really a core part of their sound. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a
Mm-hmm.
British singer-songwriter called Holly Humberstone who I love, and
Okay.
she works quite closely with a producer called Rob Milton. And
Mm-hmm.
between them, from her sort of very early days as an independent artist, they've really built up her sound together, and she's sort of on a major label now. And I see
Nice.
quite a few artists like that where the sort of the artists and the production team work really closely together, and that's a core part of what's working for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I do see some artists that when they're trying to either reinvent themselves or they're trying to switch genres, maybe, then they might
Yeah.
change their production team. And that makes a lot of sense, of course, if that's something that they're trying to do. Maybe they want to work with somebody who is more closely associated with that genre, or,
Yeah.
has more contacts in that area. So I think that makes a lot of sense. But if you're not trying to make
Mm-hmm.
a major shift somehow in your artistry, then it makes sense, I would say, to keep the team that's working well.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Um. Okay. So let's tell everyone right here and now. Where can everyone find you and your music?
I'm on most of the social media platforms and pretty much everywhere that you listen to music. So
Yeah, Instagram, Spotify,
yeah, all those
blah blah blah.
yeah. So go find me there. I'm at Laura Musgrave Music on most of the social media platforms, and Laura Musgrave on the music services. I do spend most of my time on Instagram and TikTok. So if you
Okay.
want to, you know, say hello, those are probably the best places to do it. But I will catch you just about anywhere that you comment. And
And everyone, I will provide all links to Instagram and TikTok and Spotify and so on.
Thank you, she. Yeah, and I would
You're
say
welcome.
follow me on Spotify or one of the other music services, and you'll get all the new music updates as I release stuff.
Oh, cool. Yep. Links below the video, folks. Um, so, of course, in every podcast, we have the rapid fire questions, but I only have one question for you. It's a bit of a loaded question, but it's a fun question. Um, Last question is, if you were on a deserted island, what three things would you want to have with you and why? Tell me why for each one.
Oh wow. Okay. You're hitting me with the hard questions, Stacey.
Oh, it's easy. Well, I know because you have to pick through so many things. I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to the celebrity artist
Yes,
questions.
it
Like I
is.
could be here forever. Okay, let's try and narrow it down to a top three. So I feel the first one, if I say paper and pen, does that count as one item?
Yeah, it can count as one item, of course.
Amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna have paper and pen, and let's just assume
Nice.
the paper is endless and the ink in the pen is endless.
Yes, let's just pretend.
Yeah. So that would be really important for me because if I get an idea for a song or if I have a thought that might turn into a song later, I'm gonna want to write it down straight away because otherwise I might have forgotten it in 5 minutes.
Oh, but check this out with AI. Would you even need that? I'm
Wow.
just,
Uh,
never mind. I just went off to La La Land.
I, so I should swap my pen and paper maybe for like a laptop
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it was an AI joke, and folks will get it. All the nerdy people will get it. Um, okay, pen and paper.
Yeah. So writing down song ideas, or
Yeah.
anything else that you just want to kind of get out of your head. I feel like that's a good way of
Yes.
doing it.
Yes.
Alrighty, so let's see. So we've got two more items. Mhm. Ooh. Okay.
I should do elevator music in
Yeah,
between
you
your
should.
thoughts and stuff.
You should.
I'll find a little sample.
Okay. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Let's see. Would it be maybe too cliche if I say a guitar? I feel like that might be a lot of musicians' answers. They might say I'd take a guitar, but
Yeah.
if I've
I don't even play guitar well, and I would bring my guitar.
it just seems like the
So
right thing to do for a deserted
it
island.
does.
It does. So yeah,
It
and
does.
it
Yeah.
would go well with the pen and paper. I feel like that's
That's
quite
right.
important. Yeah. So
Okay.
definitely.
I like how all of these are music related.
Yeah, yeah, so far. Do you think I should pick something else for the third item?
um. So let's assume the island would have some fruit and veggies that you can,
Yeah.
and your food would be fish. So the third thing could, I don't know, it could be music or it could be another human being to collaborate with, or if that annoys you, it could be another instrument.
I mean, it would be nice to have some company, right? Because otherwise you've got to collect all the food yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Ah, I got
Um,
that.
and you could work together on music. You could be quite the team. So yeah,
Yes.
maybe a selected, fellow human that you could share the island with and yeah,
Yeah,
collaborate with.
human contact is pretty important, though.
I think that that would definitely help. So it would be deserted aside from me and my music collaborator. Got it.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Hey, see, you answered that question. I mean, pretty decent answers too, because I don't know what I would say. And that's, I know that, yes, definitely, there'll be some kind of music thing. I
Mm,
love the pen and paper thing. Um,
yeah.
Always pen and paper. But yes, thank you. I mean, it is so cool that you came back and to get on this podcast and support me and it's all about supporting each other and stuff and we get to be goofy and crack jokes and whatever because it's such a laid back situation here at Spill the Tea with She. And so keep me posted on the Grammy stuff because girl, I want to know about that. Definitely. So I do watch the Grammys
Yeah.
because it's like the Oscars of music. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do tend to watch the Grammys. So, but if you hear anything like, you know, anything that gives an inkling that you made the list, let me know.
Yeah, that's
You
awesome.
know,
Thank you very
that
much.
would,
What?
yeah, because I will do another special announcement and say, hey, you made this list.
Well, a huge, huge thank you for inviting me back. I love coming to chat with you, and as you say, we
Of
always end
course.
up having a good laugh while we're talking through music, and everything
Yes.
else. So yeah, thanks ever so much for having me.
Well, thank you too, Laura. And we'll be in touch for sure because I know everybody's going to be curious too. So you keep going. I mean, you got the chops. You can do it. And I wish you the best of luck. And we're going to be talking and staying in touch anyway. So, but thank you for spilling the tea with she and supporting me. So until next time, we'll see you guys later.
You're not living rent free in my